Good morning. Welcome to Future Food Forum. I'm Anand reporting for Finance 360. Today we are bringing you insights from industry leaders, innovators and sustainability champions who are shaping the future of food and sustainability across the region. So we are joined by Mr. Saleh Lutha, who is the chairman of UAE Food Cluster. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much for being with us.
So what is your vision with UAE Food Cluster?
Big vision. Actually, our vision, which is already stated by the government when they've launched the UAE cluster, food cluster economy. Now how can we create this and make UAE the hub for the food sector, not only regionally but globally. So the idea is really to look and how can we leverage all our strong points and make sure that all stakeholders work toward one vision, which is making the UAE the hub for food sector. This is, when I speak about all stakeholders, I'm talking about farm to fork. So farming, distributions, manufacturing, warehousing, retailing, banking, insurance. So imagine all these stakeholders have one vision to make the UAE the hub. Streamline processes, make sure that we have the right talent, make sure that we have the right investment, make sure that we have the right innovation, make sure that we have the right research and development. So this is the idea of making our ecosystem stronger.
What are the steps government is taking to ensure all these steps are taken? Because UAE is always ahead the curve. The vision of UAE leadership is as such, we are always ahead of the whole world in taking all the decisions. So what steps or say what support the government is extending to make sure this happens?
To tell you the truth, this is the first time in our 7th edition Food Forum, Future Food Forum, I see the support we are getting this year. You see Under Secretary just now, until now she is here from morning till this time, making sure that she engage, she support, she help us really create this kind of synergies between all the stakeholders. While I see it difficult, I'm very confident that we can do it. Because all the track record we have, all the milestones the UAE already achieved. You have Gulf Foods, you have 200 nationality, all of them say this is my home. You have more than 1.2 companies already operating in the UAE. We have DB World, we have Abu Dhabi Port, so we have Emirates Airlines. So the list is too long. What makes our life easy is how can we synergize and align all these big pillars toward the visions we're trying to deliver.
And so do you have any timeline for it? When do you want to achieve it?
We're working with the target of the government. At the end of the day, the whole cluster's main objective is to transform the visions of the government to reality. And this is what she was talking about, Her Excellency, and we will be putting a measurement, KPI will be set, assessment will be created to make sure that the progress is happening.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for being here.
Anshu, from your perspective, what is the single biggest challenge and opportunity for food ecosystem in this region right now?
I think the biggest challenge in this region is basically its dependence upon the imports, because if you look at the countries in the region, 80 to 90% of the food is imported, and given the geographical and geopolitical disruptions and the supply chain tensions because of the macroeconomic trends as well as the geopolitical shifts, it is very important that this region gets into self-reliance. And having said that, in terms of the opportunity, I think the governments here, especially in UAE and Saudi Arabia and other GCC countries, they are investing a lot in terms of enabling the policy framework as well as building the ecosystem for startups and entrepreneurships, and there is a huge opportunity. And also the policies are driving the lot of use of the technology which can help in terms of building the resilient and sustainable food ecosystem in the future.
If you could set one key priority for the region's food industry to achieve by 2030, what would it be?
I think again it would be the same, given the national agendas, given the agenda of Saudi Arabia 2030, given the national agenda of entrepreneurship of UAE. I think it would be important to, a huge opportunity would be in terms to have the self-reliance and have local production in order to avoid any dependency on the produce from the outside.
Hi Dr. Mustafa, how are you feeling?
We're doing great, thank you.
So how events like this help students to gain the exposure about the industry?
So from the university at the College of Agriculture, Veterinary Medicine, Food Science Department, we're always eager to bring our students to such forums because this is where they connect with, they network with the companies, this is where they're exposed to innovations and they learn about food security and they learn about career opportunities, internships, and for that reason we are always eager to bring them here.
One message you want to give to the younger generation?
Yeah, exposure. They have to come and meet the big corporate companies. This is where they learn about food product developments. Our students are already creating, getting ideas and learning about things that they can later work on in science, in research, and even their own companies, even entrepreneurship opportunities, investment. It's not just about what they learn in the classroom, what they learn outside the classroom is so much more important.
AI for us is a really kind of exciting new frontier in terms of how our customers do business and how we are pushing forward as a software solution. One of the things that we really find helpful is anything that will help our customers reduce the innovation timeline. Time is money, mistakes cost money, and so as much as possible we want to be able to look at the information we have, enrich that with simulation possibilities to to move on to things like rapid prototyping, recipe matching to a brief that we have. So one of the examples we see a lot of food crazes, looking at Instagram, looking online, who could have predicted something like Dubai chocolate? And so an example that we'd say is a customer of ours would be able to look inside what they already have, what they're selling, what's popular, what's not, and say, how do we get closer to that craze that's outside to realize natural product, realize value, and again, save that money, save that time, be first to the market with great products.
Tell me a little bit about your background, how you started this.
I started in Sharjah Calligraphy Center in 2010. I have a job there in government, but that's my hobby.
Okay.
First, then it's come to my hobby convert to my profession. So now I'm a professional calligrapher, and I do my services all over in the Emirates.
So you've been in UAE for how long?
More than 20 years.
And you've been doing calligraphy?
Calligraphy from last 15 years. So I started learning there, learning my journey from Sharjah, and I have one teacher in Pakistan as well.
Okay.
When I go back to Pakistan, so he is in Karachi, and also through online he continuously guiding me. And Alhamdulillah, now I'm doing calligraphy both English and Arabic.
We are working actually in very extensive way just to keep an eye on the sustainability of the brand. We have different pillars, but something that I can mention, for example, is that we invest a lot in research and development, normally at the sourcing countries, like in this case can be India. And we invest also a lot trying to have an interaction and to, let's say, learn with the farmers in this case to grow better, grow faster, spend less water, be smarter with the pesticides and the chemicals that we need to use. So in general, we try to be very supportive towards the people that help us to get the product. And yeah, we do an extensive work in that sense. We are also involved in different activities like reducing the consumption of fuel. We have installed recently a very big solar panels installation in our plants. We have normally all the energy that we use in our meal comes from the burning of the husk. So we don't use, let's say, fuel or any other kind of minerals. So yeah, I can say that we do an extensive work on that sense.